I haven't asked in over 2 months, and guess what? There was no movement. For her, life goes on as usual. I'm rapidly losing my wits and drifting away. There has been no initiation, flirting, or sexual contact for many months. Nothing in comparison to how other people live, but I sure as hell know we shouldn't be this way in our 20s, even 30s. Because we are in our mid-20s, unmarried, and childless, the answer is straightforward: we should just end it. But it's never that straightforward, is it? We've been living together for 3 years, and everything seems to be okay on the surface. We love each other, and she's always been close to me in every aspect save the one that matters the most. Because we are connected in almost every area of our lives, a separation will be unpleasant and time-consuming. The split is something I'm looking forward to. You may call me scared because I am, and I'm fully aware of it. During our first year together, everything was great, sex was abundant, and we both enjoyed it. To be fair, it was never the best sex I'd ever had with her, but that's not to say I didn't like it or disrespect my partner. In hindsight, I've always believed that I'm more invested in it than she does. To me, sex represents unity, connection, and love. Touching, exploring, and making her feel beautiful and wanted are some of my favorite things to do. Before accepting my DB, I looked for every opportunity to be happy. As I prepared a warm bath for us, I asked her to join me in the shower. There's a glass of red wine on the table. I started massaging her and biting her ear and neck after smoking a big joint. What is the aim of this? When I was progressively sinking, taking the next logical step, just to be rejected. I'm tired, you were constantly looking for something, she responds, I don't know. Yes, there were moments when I felt as if I was putting too much pressure on myself. Maybe it's just my teenage hormones. But, after our first discussion about our DB last year, I decided to make a change and become more conscious of how I ask and initiate. Nothing at all worked. For the last 2 years, we've had sex around twice a month, sometimes more, sometimes less. We've had a few instances where we've had sex 2 or 3 times a week out of nowhere, then gone silent for a month. However, this is the longest period of time since we've made physical touch. Since the end of July, nothing has occurred. It's been a long time since I've asked. We had sex a few times recently. It was a complete catastrophe. My body acted as though it was rejecting her. She gave me a feeling of uneasiness. Because we have sex so seldom, I was able to finish quickly both times we had sex lately. I was, understandably, in a foul mood. But I wanted to go again, to appease her, in the hopes that this time something might click and change. How did she respond? She just got up, grabbed a towel, and got on with her day. I'm not initiating anymore. Perhaps she was insecure, and I was putting pressure on her. So I stopped having sex but kept everything else the same. I'm continuing massaging her back and trying to keep her near to me while we sleep. All of this feeling is real. Her grin is so lovely, and the fact that I am the source of it brightens my day. My birthday was a couple of weeks ago. It was the midst of the work week, so I didn't make any major plans. I'll be honest with you, I was hoping for a response from her. I believe I would have exploded with anger if she had initiated sex on my birthday. I would have been very offended if she had, because it would mean the only time we could be intimate is on my birthday. Well, she didn't, to tell you the truth. She made no mention of it at all, and part of me was glad in truth. After having a good time together last night, laughing, talking, she went to bed, asking me, "Are you coming?" I was able to do this and I was glad. But what did she do? She greeted me with her back to me while she scrolled through whatever she was looking through. I was lying on my back, tears streaming down my face as I watched the ceiling. Maybe she has to double-check something, and then she'll turn to me and take me into her arms. She dropped her phone and went to sleep instead. Nothing changed when I quit initiating. I'm inconsolably sad. I want to be loved and to be able to give love to others. I'd want to be touched, and I'd like to also touch. My subconscious, on the other hand, is gradually rejecting her. I'm mentally prepared for a breakup,